Okay, it's a couple weeks later now. I ordered the AC parts. Took me a couple tries, but I finally got the right parts. So we're going from a number 6 for the lower hoses there, and then this is a number 12 for the upper. I've got a joiner, a couple males and females. I'll show it to you as I go. So let's get this stuff on the car now. Here's the fancy crimper I bought. So this is number 6 reduced barrier hose. And I've cut this piece here and put the fitting on there, and I've lined it up the way I want, so I'm going to go ahead and try and crimp it now. So I got this one done. Turned out fairly well. I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but I couldn't squeeze the tool anymore, so hopefully it's good. We'll see when I pressurize the system. So I'm going to move on to the next one now. I got the next one crimped. This one's pretty short, so I had to bring it out here to crimp it, and then I'll show you where it goes. So I had to use a bulkhead fitting to join these two, and the hose is going to get attached there and then run down that way. So now I need to bend this hose back down and crimp the other fitting, and then I can move over to the last one on the passenger side. Okay, so I've done the one on the passenger side here. So I fitted that up, and then you can see here I put that fitting crimped on, and I'm about to crimp this side of it. And then on the other side, this is all fitting up nicely here. It doesn't touch anything. I'm gonna make a little bracket for this bulkhead fitting to kind of mount this so it doesn't rub on anything. So I'm gonna pull this hose out now and crimp it, and then we'll move on to the upper hose. So this hose is all done now. Crimps turned out pretty good. That tool works quite well, so hopefully these don't leak. Now I'm going to work on this one, so I'm going to cut this hose somewhere down in here and then join it to the factory redline hose that I have here. So this hose sits down in there, so I'm going to cut this about midway and then join it with one of these splicer fittings. I've got this all fit up now. I've got the splicer piece in. I had to bend this a little bit here, but that's all right. And it doesn't touch anything. It's in a real good place. So I'm gonna take this all out now and crimp it up, and then it should be good. Okay, those fittings crimped on nicely, so here's the finished product. With that crimped in there, there's good clearance on everything. Comes back and joins there. So these are just in here temporarily for now. I have to order new O-rings for all the fittings before I put this back together for good. But I'm just going to put it in here for now and wait for those to come in. So I'm going to put the lower hose on now, and then I can work on getting the AC wiring done, and then it will be time to charge the system. Okay, so finished up this AC just by putting a bracket here to hold this bulkhead fitting. So now it's securely in place and it won't rub on the radiator. So now all I have left is to put new O-rings on all of this, and then I can charge the system and see if it holds vacuum or not. Another thing I just finished up that I've been meaning to do a while is this vent for the battery in the back. So I put these hoses on here that were off the Ion, and then I just made a little piece of hose adapter, and then it routes down to the floor there. So nice and tidy and gets the gases outside of the car. So here we are back in the wagon interior. I got the AC wired up finally, and the system is now charged. So I'll show you what I did. So here is the control unit for the body, the wagon. What I did is I took the light green wire here. So that is from the AC switch button. Now that goes out to the pressure switch and comes back into the body control module for the wagon. That will tell the AC to turn on. So I cut the wire here. So instead of this going to the pressure switch in the wagon's body control module, I connected that here on this is the ion circuit diagram. So here is the HVAC controls, which no longer exist because that would have been removed. So I took the C422, the light green wire from the body control module, attached those two together. GM must be following some sort of color scheme, which makes it really easy to make sure that you know you're doing the right thing. So now when I press the button here, so if I key on, that'll turn on. Now I can't really show you that it's working because it's video, you can't feel AC, but I got the system charged up and it works really well. And you've seen all the custom lines already, so I'm really happy about that. Got AC in the track car. So if you guys like the video, give it a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Take it easy.